Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. We got videos today from datingwright.
He don't know you f***ing crazy. But I just washed the brownie bowl, so wifey, you what? What does that mean? What the f*** does that mean? Please no. I'm so scared. Type back. Melena, what does wash the brownie bowl mean, bruh? Answer. The bowl we made brownies in. Oh my God. Bye. I thought you ate his.
OG talking about some like the girls who like you. My nigga. I'm on a dating app, and the only people who be sending me hearts is fat bitch gang.
I admit, the plump girls do love this man.
I don't know what you putting down, but I'm not picking it up.
It's kind of heavy.
Don't say a whole face, but you like dating. You doing you, you know? Yeah. But you just actually being a hug.
Nah. See, I'm gonna keep it at this. Like, I'm in my phase where I'm trying to mess with two girls at one time.
I mean, but I get that. Because,
Yeah.
like, why choose when you could have them both?
Exactly.
And they know what's up, right?
They is we. They is we.
Nah.
My
Where
man.
you
Wait,
going?
what are you talking about?
My man. He tried.
You love me, gang.
He
The
tried.
girl in the purple look like she with it. And
Yeah, the girl in the purple does look like she's with
this
it.
lady over here could be with it, but he need to take both of them out to dinner and have a private conversation about it first before he try to bring it online to the internet. Because even though she rebutted to it, she's gonna eventually fold. But shout out to this man for letting men know that you can have both of them. You don't gotta choose one if you don't want to. And being honest with women is always the best policy.
My problem is that I am one of the most.
The honesty thing is 100%. I 100% agree with that. If you want both, tell both the way, you're going to be serious with both or whatever it is. I don't care how people live their lives. Just be honest about it. Keep the degeneracy at a minimum. Like if you are going to do those things, don't be just flaunting all over the place and just, but just at a minimum, please, and close doors.
Thoughtful and caring partners on this planet. But my one major flaw is that I cheat. I'm a big cheater. Look, I really try not to cheat, but yeah, I cheat.
Guys, that's one thing you gotta love about the internet. These women get up here and say things that they don't realize is gonna be on the internet forever. Because she
Telling
did give a
themselves.
fair warning for any man that ever thinks about wifing her.
And one reason I don't go tit for tat with men on being sneaky is because you will never find out if I don't snitch on myself. Men are the type who are going to put their phone on hard D&D and go ghost for hours because they're with a bitch. I'm the type that's going to answer your phone call late in bed with somebody else and tell them, hold on, my mama calling, put an AirPod in, and then tell you I'm going to call you back because I'm busy, but I'm just letting you know what I'm doing right now.
Diabolical world out there, boys. Diabolical. See, we're not as sneaky as this. We're not up to this level of sneakiness and going around, right? We're probably a little bit more straightforward about it. We don't really hide that much. Again, women are sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
I'm the type that will walk out the room while you're sleeping and go answer another FaceTime call from somebody else, and they will never know that I was doing something else. I'm the type that will be texting you, and the dude that I'm with will be thinking I'm just on my Roku app because I don't know where my remote is. You feel me? Like, y'all will never find out if I don't want you to find out. So why even play the games? Because you're never going to find out. But let a man do something. Our intuition goes off so bad. So it's like we always going to know. But y'all, unless we snitch or just terribly get caught, you're never going to know.
I do admit men's intuition when it comes to these things are not the greatest, just because we're so infatuated with these women. We're so lustful.
Y'all can't whoop us in that living two lives shit. I promise you can't whoop us in that shit. I know it's motherfuckers who have no idea, no clue of lives I've lived while talking to them. So it just be like, yeah, what's the point?
None of us as guys are shocked to hear this, especially if you grew up around women like I did. The things that I saw as a young boy, I didn't even think it was possible for women to pull it off, but they did. They pulled it off. The thing that you think that beautiful, innocent woman won't do, she will do it. That's why it seems like a negative mindset to have, to be like, you know, don't put nothing past no woman, but you can't.
I want you to come home earlier now too. You need to have a curfew, probably like at 8 or something like that.
Why do you need me to come home at 8 though?
Because I just said it gets dark early, and I want you here. I want you home.
So I can't go to a girl house real quick, go get me something right quick, do something right quick, stay away for night?
No, I want you to come home. It's getting dark. I don't like it.
Why?
Because my said so. What you mean, why? You don't pay for bills in this bitch?
You tripping? That's why Dad left your ass.
Bitch, I know you lie.
My dad. Serious, bro.
You said that's how your dad left me?
Yes, man.
Your daddy was my bitch.
All right.
I don't.
That's what I love about young men who was raised by their mothers. They get older and realize, oh, this is exactly why my dad left. My dad told me you ran him off, but I didn't believe him at the time. But now that I'm older and more experienced with
they literally treat you the same way they treat their dad.
women, I can see why.
Sorry. Their baby daddy. I got that one confused.
My dad got the hell away from you, Mom. And you can see those words hit this mom like a truck because she took that personal because she know it was probably true.
That was a quick crash out.
Basically telling y'all questions to ask that might or might not get you cut off by that man. And I think it's so funny because I am a sucker for some questions. I will ask a man so quick, is your mother married? Is she married to your father? Was your father in your life? I remember one nigga was like, no. So I said, oh. I said, would you are you close to your father? No, but I have a stepfather. And I said, oh, okay. I said, did your stepfather marry your mother? He said, no. I said, oh, so you know.
How's that your stepfather then? They didn't get married.
It really seemed like a actual happy marriage. He said, no. I said, oh, okay. I said, oh, do you have any siblings? He said, yeah. I said, y'all all got the same dad. I never gave a fuck. I need to know because those are what I need to know. And then I always ask, so, who's the male figure in your life? He said it was his stepfather. And I said, oh, so your stepfather taught you what? To just get money and, make sure you keep, your hustle mentality? He laughed and said, yeah. I said, oh, so because he never really took care of your mom, huh?
Damn.
I really didn't get what was so funny that she was laughing about.
All right,
but
I'm confused too. That's why I wasn't really laughing. I was like, what is she laughing at exactly?
But I'm sure it won't be funny when men start asking her personal questions like, ma'am, did you grow up in a 2-parent household? And if so, why do you have a scribbles pole in your living room? And I could throw some more insults in there at this woman's appearance, but I'm not gonna do that. But it's real funny to me that women who love to get personal, asking men all these details about their life, when it's time for these men to ask them questions, they resort to tears and straight up playing the victims.
Money destroyed the club. Not the men, not the sections, money, period. Before the pandemic, let's say 2019, when you go out to the club, it was free for ladies before 11 and men had to pay. So your first expense if you're a woman is buying your first drink. So you're already planning to do that.
Stop lying. Women didn't even buy drinks.
The men come in, they have to pay to enter. It's maybe free for the women, it's maybe $20 for the men. They would talk to you and buy you a drink. That's what courting used to look like. Sections existed. I used to go out with my friend group. The guys would tell us where to be at. They would buy the table. The table came with a bottle. So it would be 10 of them, 8, it'd be maybe 6 to 10 of them. They would all put money on the bottle. When we got there, we all had a place to sit and you would be there all night. It was chill. After the pandemic, not only is there no free before 11, there's tickets for every freaking event. Every freaking event. There's a new entertainment this, promotion that. And there's inflation. So women are paying $30, $35 to get in. Men are paying $50 to get in. Men are no longer going to talk to you. And I want to take you back a little bit. In 2019, they would talk to you a little bit and get you a drink. In 2015...
See, that's always the getting the drink part. That's what these women are there for.
They would buy you the drink before they even said their name. In 2010, they would send you the drink, watch you drink it, and then approach. You see how when you go back and back and back, there's so much more that men used to do, and it was all connected to how much money they had in their pockets. At the point where now women are paying
It was also connected that women were a lot more receptive, a lot better.
$40 to get in, men are paying $50 to get in. He's not gonna buy you a drink. And not only is he not gonna buy you a drink, he's now mad that you're cutting him in line. Because before, it never used to matter. The bartenders always serve the women first. Now, men have an attitude if you stand in front of them at the bar. Now, men want to be seen because they used to buy sections and invite girls into the section. Well, now you have to pay for the table and then you have to pay for the bottle. The both of them are way more expensive than they used to be. If Franzia is selling me boxed wine and it used to go for $8 and I go back to get my boxed wine and Franzia is now $40, I'm about to become a sommelier. You better fucking believe it, bitch. I can taste the inside of the box. Nope, you're gonna have to take this back and I want a recall too. All of this shit is going down. Do you think that these promoters are now paying more for these DJs? Do you think that these promoters are now going to put more money into everything else? Now that they're seeing this money, they also are cheapening their experience. They don't give a fuck no more. Now the whole business is cheapened. Everybody's just seeing dollar signs. They have no respect. I can tell you, at Park, I left my phone there. 2018 New Year's. Someone tapped me and gave it back to me. Walked across the room to give it back to me. Park in 2025, I scanned my ID with the bouncer. By the time I got inside, I got a spam message. The nigga already stole my goddamn data.
Now that's probably about the best take I've heard on this in years. We can promise all you young...
I can actually somewhat agree with what she said. Money is a bigger issue, but women and receptiveness is also part of it.
People who are listening, that when we used to go to the club back in the early 90s, 2000s, it was the best time to be alive. The women and the men used to be on the dance floor dancing, having a good time. There wasn't a whole lot of guys just standing around mean mugging each other.
Yeah, again, it's the cameras. It's the cameras of people catching you being goofy. You know, sometimes dancing, you look goofy.
Women was actually on the floor dancing. Prices were so cheap, it wasn't even a big deal to buy a woman a drink at the bar. Drinks was $5 to $8. And if you really did want her number, yeah, you had to buy her a drink. Like, it was the fee of entry, which was cool. Nowadays, these drinks, $15 to $25. That's just ridiculous. But the truth be told, in these new digital times we living in with social media, hyper capitalism, even sporting events and concert prices has went up. And I noticed that
it's the sporting events and the concert prices are so ridiculous. Like, people just want to be able to escape and have a good time, and they want to capitalize on you just for that, right? Like, when people talk about Coachella and the amount of money they spend, I am dumbfounded at just how much everything costs. But then again, a lot of people just overspend when they go to these things too, so I don't know.
People love to brag about the fact that they bought a section in the club. You know, it's like a talking point. But back in the day, our section was on the dance floor. But all in all, I think club culture died right along with the dating scene when it died.
So I've been out in these streets lately, and I tell you, this is what I've learned about dating at 49. And damn! Fortunately, I wish I knew this earlier. So there's rounds. It's like, you have the first round of people that you chat up, and then they don't make plans. And usually that's about 4 or 5 different people that you're texting at the same time. And so you kind of say, listen, I'm not interested because they're not making plans. But out of those people, there's a few that do it, and you hang out with them. And then when you hang out with those guys, you kind of figure out whether or not they have the same value, whether there's an attraction, whether, you see any possibilities. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes they don't even find you attractive. And it's okay. You usually text them and say, hey, I don't think we have the same values, but it was nice hanging out with you. Thank you. But you still replenish the first round so that you can bring them down to the second round. And then if they pass that second round, they go to the third round. That's when you have a second date. But you're still always replenishing, and you run through that cycle over and over again until you meet that person that makes you feel like you don't need to be anything other than yourself. And if that makes any sense to you. But you keep going. You don't settle for a maybe, possibly, I could squeeze this in somehow, this can work out. No, you know what you want, and you stand by that. And that's my 2 cents on that.
That sounds very exhausting. But this is a 49-year-old woman who we can tell she looked very nice back in the day, and she still look nice for her age today. But she definitely knows how hard it is to reestablish a relationship at this point. That's why I don't see why the young women don't take this more seriously about finding a serious relationship or marriage when they are much younger. I'm talking about in their early 20s. Focus on finding a relationship and going to therapy and maintaining that relationship. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough journey for women going into their senior years talking about dating and relationships.
So I had this man ask me, what was I looking for? I said, a long-term relationship that leads to marriage. He says, oh, you want to be married? I said, no, I want to be a wife. He said, that's different. He said, no, that's the same. I said, no, that's different. He said, what do you mean by that? I said, there's a lot of women that are married that aren't wives. And he said, huh? I said, no, I want to be able to cater to my husband. I want to be my husband's best friend. I want to make sure that I pour into him in the way that he needs to be poured into. I want to love him unconditionally. I want to be the person that helps him hold up the weight of the world, because I know he carries that as a beautiful black man. He's already struggling outside, so I want him to feel safe, loved, and unconditionally loved in the home that he lives in, fed, filled with all of the things that he needs on a day-to-day basis, with the least amount of attitude.
I think it might be a little late for you, lady.
Different. There's wives out here that don't even... There's women that is married to their husbands right now that could care less if they ate today.
True.
No. I want to be a wife. I want to be the one that cares about everything pertaining to my husband. And I want to be able to do all those things while still being cute. So, no, being married and being a wife don't necessarily go hand in hand. There's some married women that aren't wives. I want to be a married...
That's why you pick a wife. They don't become wives.
Wife. With traditional aspects of life, but still go to work and participate into caring for the home and paying bills. Because I know the world does not put me in a place that I can just live without no bills being paid. And I like things. Compatibility, love, unconditional love, friendship, best friend business. But anyhow, let me get back to trying to get rid of this little headache I got going on. But y'all have a great day.
Okay, so who says there's no good women out there? And it's crazy how for some women who deserve to be married and wives,
I do love Southern fried chicken. It's one of my favorites.
They can...
Like Popeyes, man. You know, when I went to Louisiana one time for Mardi Gras, the best fried chicken spot was an Asian spot. It was like a Chinese spot that like served chicken wings and then fried rice. It was like a big bowl of fried rice, 4 chicken wings for like $6. I was blown away at the price and the deliciousness.
Never really find the right man to...
It's like Golden Wings. It was called Golden Wings in Louisiana, in like NOLA area, if anybody knows that spot. Shout outs to them.
Wife and marry, I think, in this day and age, because we see a lot of traditional women who want to be married, but for some reason they're in the wrong city, they're in the wrong provinces or whatever, and they can't find the good men who want to be husbands. This lady don't know. She sounds like AI right now, but she's not. She's just one of those rare gems, those unicorns and mermaids that are hidden away from good men in the shadows of most cities.
I got a question, bro. How do men, like, how do they juggle like 4 or 5 women like at a time? Like, how do they do it?
I don't even know. I'm also confused at like how men can do that, especially if you're busy and you're making good money. There's a lot of shit to do. I don't have much time in the day for dates or even just time to meet with people. I get off so late. I'm tired. I wake up so damn early. In between the daytime, I have to go buy supplies and things. I'm hardly ever like available. I don't understand how they're able to maintain 5, 6 different women.
They're poor.
Oh. That's a good answer, actually. That totally makes sense. That totally makes sense.
No, I'm serious. Like, because people always say having one is like having none.
I'm serious. They're poor. Yeah, when men start to really get out here and get to it, you don't have time to be juggling 4 or 5 women at a time. Most dudes that got going on, they can maybe do 2, 3 at the
Yeah, maybe 2 I can see. Like 1 every other weekend or something, or you see 2 people twice a week or once a week. So like, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday kind of thing. That makes more sense. 4, 5, 6 people? What?
Most 2 is usually a lot of times what will be happening. Most dudes ain't got time to be talking to 4 different women at a time. I used to do this when I was in college because I was a poor college student playing football and just dealing with women on campus and other schools. But when I got grown and started to pay real bills and shit, even now, bro, I can barely talk to 2, 3 women at a time. I just can't. I don't have the time because I've been working too much. I'm trying to get out here and get it.
Ain't that's the truth. Seems like a lot of men have that Bruce Wayne Batman vision, but thinking, oh, I just need some money and I'll be better with women. No, when you do get money like that, you got to maintain it and you won't have time for multiple women.
It's true.
In theory, you would 3, 4 times.
The only way you're going to be able to get to that position is later in life, in your 50s and 60s, if you worked hard enough in your early 20s and 30s, right? That's when you have enough time and whatever, because you've accumulated enough success and money to be able to do whatever you want. But until then, it's very hard and difficult to ever entertain too many people.
Times harder. You will barely have enough time for 1 girlfriend.
And women are too needy. So eventually, if you're talking to 4 and you got some going on, bro, women are way too needy for them to even stick around past a week if you're not really talking to them like that. So them niggas.
Yeah, like the reason it's like for me, it's like I don't choose like I want to have like a roster. It's just like sometimes one will be on BS, and it's like at the end of the day, a man just wants to find somebody that's gonna give him consistency, that's gonna vibe with him and not give him 50-50 energy. So it's like talking to like 3 or 4 girls, it allows you to kind of see like where your options at, and then from there you'll narrow it down. But it's just like sometimes you may make the poor decision.
How old are you, bro? How old are you, bro? How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, I thought you was like a lot younger than that.
Yeah, I'm a young soul, so I ain't mad at it.
No. You're just a dummy.
But
at 25, chasing 4 or 5 women at a time, bro, is not it.
I've never heard that ever in my life. I'm a young soul. It's crazy.
Same.
But not for real though. It's like I don't know, man. Women be on bullshit. Like
no, they don't.
No, they really do. I'm telling you.
Let me explain something to you.
Okay.
They be on bullshit for men that they don't like. Women do the same thing when they come up on my live. Men always be playing. Men don't ever want to be romantic. Men are romantic. They're just not romantic to you because you're not worthy enough for them to be romantic too. Same logic applies to you, bro. Women ain't playing. They're just playing with you because they don't like you.
Okay, so does this make sense to you? You approach a girl, you chop it up with her. She gives you her number freely. You texting her, she's texting back.
Doesn't mean she likes you.
You know that you're not saying the wrong things; it's the right things. All of a sudden,
she just though. That's the problem.
She just blanks. But what's the point of that?
That's the problem, though. You probably are saying the wrong things. You probably look the wrong way. You probably act the wrong way. I think that's the problem with a lot of men.
Some of us don't have that look that woman wants. That's just a type thing, right? And it is what it is.
Assume that you're the catch. You assume because that woman gave you her number that she wanted to talk to you.
Correct.
Some women give their number just because they don't want to deal with you begging them all day. Some women give their number because they may think you're okay, but then they don't like you over time. So you're making an assumption. Okay. So by your logic, let me ask you this question. If you were Chris Brown and you went up to that same woman, do you think that she would flake on you?
You are just not that guy.
Nope.
If you want women to be on you like that, you have to be attractive. If you're not attractive...
And we're not just talking about looks, right? When we say attractive.
You need to be in the gym every day, Focus on cleaning up other areas in your life that need to be improved, like your finances, your health. You don't need to be worried about dating multiple women. When it comes to men, everything is gonna be the bottom line, which is self-improvement is key. You improve several areas of your life, you will improve every area of your life when it comes to women.
Another day of life with no hope.
Guys, I've leveled up quite a bit in the last 3 years. Women do start to notice and give you that time of day.
I'm being one with nature. I'm out just eating some egg rolls.
Egg rolls? My man.
Just looking at the lake or whatever this is.
Those egg rolls are food every day. Bro, got me hungry.
I don't know, but I think I'm fucking with it. I'm gonna get bored. I'm gonna get bored eventually. Right now, the whole this shit, it's alright. You know what I'm saying? Mary.
My man.
I know that's right. This man out here looking like he's living his best life right now by the lake with some wings and no drama in his life from women. But that's all I got in this video. You guys be sure to drop a comment down below.
It's nice to see young cats out there deciding to choose better for themselves, deciding to be hopeless. You know, it's good. It's good. Men should be focusing on themselves and the people around them and their own. That's what I always like to say. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.